Hello.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 42 Dugg. Now, forever I've been calling him 42 Dugg, and after his recent interview on The Breakfast Club, I know that's incorrect. And after looking into why his name is 42 Dugg, I will never make that mistake again. Now, to be honest, 42 Dugg is a fairly new artist in this rap game. He had a breakout hit with We Paid and another collaboration with Lil Baby that went up, and it seems like his career has been blessed since then. He's been signed to Lil Baby and he's signed to Yo Gotti. You talking about Lil Baby, one of the hottest artists in the game, and Yo Gotti, probably the best CEO/street CEO in the game, man. And I hate to come up with new terms, but it's hard to define what Yo Gotti does because it isn't from the traditional label standpoint. It's like he builds an artist to be his own label, and sort of like what Dame Dash used to do with Rockefeller artists, but I mean he does it with every artist, so it's an interesting dynamic. Now 42 Dugg is in the news today for an interesting situation, man. It seems like his old girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend I should say, that he got into it with before was highly upset off of a track that he dropped on his new mixtape, Freedom Boys. Now, she took to social media to get at 42 Dugg, and it is hilarious to say the least. So do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about 42 Dugg just a little bit, man. Now, it looks like a weird situation, man, that spans back about a year. Now, 42 Dugg has an ex-girlfriend by the name of Jazmin Renae. Now, Jazmin Renae is an interesting figure on her own, man. She's got a lot of subscribers on social media, man. Her social media looks like it's a legitimately lit account. Now, what she did do is take to social media and diss 42 Dugg. Now, I'm guessing that she's upset about a song that 42 Dugg dropped, and he's not naming names specifically, but you know how rappers have this tendency to talk and diss some anonymous rapper in their raps, right? Sometimes they got this anonymous chick that they're dissing in their records. Now, most of the time, that's usually not a real person, It's just somebody it's something that's used so they can deliver bravado or talk about how ill they are in their raps, you know what I mean? Now, in this case, it seems like the anonymous person that 42 Dugg was dissing on one of his songs, Jazmin Renae feels like he was talking about her. So she took to the booth and said she gonna drop her a diss song. So 42 Dugg, see, I keep making that mistake, man. I don't want no problems. 42 Dugg definitely was talking crazy about somebody, right? And she took to social media to play the lyrics out. And then on top of that, after playing the lyrics out, she went and made a statement of her own, and it was rather quick. She said this.
Hello.
Now, that short clip isn't it, man. She also took to social media to show folks that she was serious about dropping these fire lyrics on none other than 42 Dugg. And she went and made a couple of posts before that and after that. And she said this. Now, in the very first post, this was the first thing she said. She says, "I can't mess with no rapper. I wish a rapper would diss me." Just putting it out there as a precursor to her dropping that video and letting people know that she's going to head to the booth. And she followed that post with this post right here, which was a repost of somebody saying, "Dugg made a jazz diss song? Huh?" with the laughing emoji. And she was putting this out there as a precursor so everybody knew and understood why she was going to diss 42 Dugg. Now, she went to her page and also dropped another post, and it said this. Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and I know you enjoying this video, but make sure you go and you follow me on social media platforms like Instagram, and also go to my Twitter page and make sure you hit that follow button there so you can get the latest and greatest updates of when I'm dropping my videos. And man, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button so we can spread this video around, and we trying to get 2,000 likes, so run them likes up. All right. So the next post she made was funny to say the least, man. It was an animation of what looks like a cartoon version of her and a cartoon version of 42 Dugg twerking. Yes, I know that sounds wild and crazy to most people, but that is actually what the animation is. And you can hear her rapping over an old Ludacris beat. And she's dissing 42 Dugg, man. Now, this is funny, but this is probably one of the funniest videos I'll probably do this week. And, 42 Dugg has yet to respond. But people, they see that animation, they might not get what's going on here. This girlfriend or ex-girlfriend of 42 Dugg is actually the girl that he got into it with a year ago. Now, he made headlines and Jazz made headlines when they talked about a difference they were having during their split, man, right? Now, 42 Dugg and her were going back and forth like two high school kids on a chat room, man, or in a chat room, I should say. But they were using social media as their venue to diss each other. Now, last year when they were beefing and going back and forth on social media, she made some digs at 42 Dugg about his weight and about his appearance. And I don't know how to say it other than this. She said that he had a big backside. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it clean here, ladies and gentlemen. But he responded and talked about how, her reputation in the street. And it worked like that. They were going back and forth for a little while. A lot of the major platforms covered it. And it was funny then. And that was about a year ago, back in July 2020. And it seems like they still have an issue since then, man. Now, she went on a rather long rant on social media where she talked about his appearance, how he's not really doing it like that. But to be honest, since then, 42 Dugg has really, really blown up in the rap game. I mean, just to see him on The Breakfast Club and, how big he's become as far as a rapper, and to see how well his singles have been doing and how well his tape is doing, you got to admit, he's come up, man. So maybe she's feeling a little hurt that he dissed her and then came up, or maybe it's just the fact that he dropped that song and she felt like, yo, if he's going to drop a diss song, I'm going to respond in true rapper fashion and diss him back. Now, the song in its entirety is going to drop on Friday. So we will definitely see what she's got on the rapping side of the game. Now, it sounds obviously like a mixtape song because she's using a beat that's well known, and it sounds like it's got bombs dropping on it, and they, switching between beats. So we'll see what she says. But if it's anything like the animation, it ought to be pretty funny, man. Now, that doesn't take anything away from 42 Dugg, man. He's legit. He's in this rap game. Everybody can't wait for him to drop his official album. I know he just dropped a mixtape that's doing real well, but man, him and this girl probably need to talk it out, man. They probably need to stop going back and forth on social media and say something to each other where they could just dead this, and definitely not take it to the booth. Because I don't think anybody is really here for a 42 Dugg versus Jazmin Renae beef. Now, I say that, but if you look at the comments in the post that she made with the animation, you can see a lot of famous IG models in the comments bigging her up. So obviously she's got a good following and people are here for it. Now with that, what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be a new wave? IG models and rappers going back and forth in the booth? Or do you feel like this 42 Dugg and Jazmin Renae situation is just a one-off and we should just sit back and enjoy this with our popcorn? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.